Hey guys, welcome back to episode 7 of our solo Let's Play Minecraft series on the Vigilant Knights gaming channel. Today we're just going to be doing some mining. Came down to the cavern system down here, and we're going to gather up as much resources as possible. I do like to gather as much as I can early on in the game, especially in a more technical mod pack where you're building lots of machines and a lot of resources are needed. I like having everything on hand so I don't have to run out and get, I need 5 iron or 5 copper, and then running down to the mine, getting it, and going through that whole process. I just like having it on hand. It also helps me when I'm recording these episodes if I do a lot of mining off screen, so I have those resources at hand. So when we start getting into these more complex machine builds, it'll be easier for me to record, so that means I'll have more time to play and do other things later on when the game gets a little more fun and a little more techy. At least before the quarry system's up. Once the quarry system's up, then we will be going to town pretty quickly. As you notice, I've changed my resource packs. I went with the Sphax resource pack. As I mentioned in the last episode, I just wasn't happy with that crafting interface on the resource pack that I previously had. It was just a little too busy in the background for me. And as much time as we're going to spend in the crafting interface, I wanted something with a simpler, easier to look at interface, and the Sphax pack does that for me. So I hope you like it, but I'm open for suggestions. If there's some resource packs out there that I'm unaware of, hey, please drop a comment below. I'll be happy to give them a check them out. Or if you've done a resource pack, I'll be glad to showcase it for you. If you're new and getting your feet wet, just drop me a line and I'll give her a try. But just grabbing whatever I can, trying not to get burnt in all this lava. Now, over the next few episodes, I've kind of got a roadmap laid out. It may be jumbled on how I'm saying it now on the list-wise, but they're the things that we're going to get done over the next few episodes. One is we've got to get the machine shop built. To get that machine shop built, I'm going to need some more basalt. So we'll probably have a trip out to the volcano again and gather a bunch more basalt. Probably 4 to 5 more stacks, I think, is the minimum I'll need. The next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get in the nether. I have to have blaze rods for the machines, and the more advanced machines require glowstone dust for circuits. I believe the advanced circuits, or is it the energy crystals? One of those things that you need to make the more advanced machinery requires glowstone dust. So I'm going to need to go in the nether and I'm going to stockpile on those things. And then we're going to get our machines set up in that machine shop. And I'm going to process whatever ore we have on hand at that time. I'm going to run it through there and get all of that processed. And I'll probably do that off of camera. And get everything processed so it's in bars, ready to go. So we can just pop into the machine shop, build whatever need, plunk it down, and good to go. After that, we're going to make a quarry system. And now with the quarry system, I'm going to do a few solar panels and a MFE, I believe it is, or MFSU. I get those two mixed up. Whatever's the lower end one, we're going to do one of those. We're going to do a bat box, and I believe we need a transformer with that. So we're going to do all those with the quarry and a couple electrical engines running that quarry. Now for the quarry, outputting the items, we're going to use an ender chest system. It's basically the quarry is just going to pump straight into the ender chest. I'm going to have an ender chest off-site and an ender chest probably in the basement of the machine shop that feeds into the sorting system. The ender chests are probably one of the greatest things added in these packs, and being able to handle the outputs from a quarry instead of running pipes or leaving a bunch of stuff behind, because we will be using the fabricator in this, making UU matter. So we're going to need to recycle those tons and tons of cobblestone and tons of sand and gravel that we're going to get into scrap so we can make UU matter. So I think that's our basic roadmap. The episodes may be jumbled up in there. I may go to the Nether first. I may build the machine shop first. I'm not decided on that, but those are the things that we need to get done, and I'm going to get done in the list. Also, I'd spoken with my partner, the board mage, today, and he might possibly be doing some tutorial videos on setting up things like the nuclear reactors, automated ore processing in a compact unit. I will probably do a flyby on our multiplayer server and show our ore processing system that he had set up. It's pretty slick. It fits in a fairly small area, and it works really well. Myself, I tend to not like all those systems automated. I like to go in and do them myself. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't mind if it transports from the macerator to the furnace per se, but I don't like the whole thing just shooting it off and, comes out of the quarry and you have bars. I don't like that. I like some sort of human input in that. So I may set it up a little differently than how he did, or how everybody else would that's less optimal, just for that. So I'll state that now, and I'll probably state it later when we get to that point, but that's just my personal preference on it. I like the going in, putting in the ores or whatever, and then grabbing the bars as needed. Well, not necessarily as needed, because I do tend to do them in batches at a time, but I just like that, having one task. Okay, I'm going to log in, I'm going to process a bunch of ore today. I'm going to process all that, and then I'm going to go build whatever. That's just how my mind works. If I'm different, I probably am, but just let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Also, you'll probably see me using magnet mode every now and then. I use it for a few specific things, and sometimes I just forget to turn it off, because I like to come out of the game and come back into the game before I start recording, just to show the opening screen, and it gives you a couple seconds for your introduction, etc. So that's how I like to do it, but sometimes I forget to turn it off. I don't feel that that's too cheaty, but if it's too cheaty, let me know and I can stop doing it. I mainly use it for things like when I'm harvesting wheat, since I use such a simple, at this point I use such a simple system as just dirt and whatever open water I can find. I end up losing a lot of wheat and a lot of seeds if the water's deep and I don't catch it in time, so I just turn magnet mode on when I'm collecting that stuff. Also, I'll turn it on if I'm building, and I'm up doing a roof or whatever, and knocking the stair, you place the stair wrong, have to knock it off, it falls off, and you're short. By the time you're done, you're short 4 or 5 that are laying on the ground. So it avoids the annoyance for me of getting down, getting back up. So it's just a time saver for me. But let me know your thoughts on that. But looks like we're just about out of our 10 minutes already. So I would like to thank you for watching. Thanks for any views, subscriptions, and likes. And everybody have a great day. All right. Thank you.